Hopefully this goes well. There's various flavors of Cuban sandwiches, so I'm wondering which one that you're having. I need some detail. I did. I'm over here on the the right side with the green screen. I'm testing that location. I don't know if you guys prefer the left or the right side, but yeah. All right, little deja vu here. So again, just quickly, this is the for those just joining. This is the SSG. This is the SSG V2, SSG 747 V2, and it is currently my second favorite long-haul aircraft. So that says something, and hopefully people will see this live stream, and/or if I put the video out there for later, they'll realize that we have some new liveries to enjoy. So I also have a new Reno airport that I've installed here that is free that you guys might enjoy. So maybe bookmark that. That's a brand new Reno that you're looking at. It's totally free. So it's kind of cool. All right, again, ground services, GPU's connected. Fueling, we're going to put in, again, pounds. Do you guys know if this EFB can save the settings that you choose? I don't know if maybe it can, I just haven't figured out how. All right, fueling, again, we're going up to 50,000 pounds. The Kodiak should receive an update tonight or tomorrow on the air. Oh, nice. I haven't flown that Kodiak in a long time. Pulled pork, ham, mayo, pickles. Not sure which one that is. That sounds like the traditional Cuban. I like it. Sounds delicious. All right, we got 50,000 pounds. That looks good. Now we'll come up here. And now we'll put the battery on. Close the guard. We'll hit external power. And I think all of these are on. Those are hydraulics. I'm going to go down here and put in the reference airport as Reno. And then I'm going to start my alignment using my mouse wheel. You're probably supposed to go left, right, then center, but you had an El Cubano Sammy last night for dinner. It was great, nice. Hey, Sparker256, how are you, sir? Let's go down here. Let's go GPS position. Yeah, that'll work. And then the route, Reno to SFO. Now we're going to be flying from Nevada into Northern California, and you're going to see the border between Orthophoto and the ORBX TrueEarth Northern California. It looks fantastic flying over Northern Cal and down into San Francisco. It looks just absolutely gorgeous. So there we go, Perfinet. Need to go 05 on the reserves. I'm not going to put in my cruise until we get clearance. Yuba City style pressed Cuban with sour orange marinated pork loin, Genoa salami, ham, provolone, Swiss cheese, yellow mustard, pickle relish. Wow. Same here, Bruja. Yeah. New version of Fly with Lua. So those that don't know, the Fly with Lua plugin that so many of us use is developed there. There's the head developer there that's taken over the project, Sparker256. He's just given us some breaking news that Fly with Lua 2.7.21 has been released. Thank you for the update. I'm going to connect to Pilotedge. And we are Delta 572. DAL. DAL. And connect.
Connected to Pilotedge.
And then I'm going to come over here to the Navigraph charts. Today's route is we're going to request the Zephyr 6 departure with the Merlet transition, the Bodega 3 arrival with the legs transition, and then we're going to, depending on the runways, we'll shoot for an ILS, maybe 28 left or right into San Francisco. And of course, with the Navigraph charts, you can overlay the chart, and you also get georeferencing by clicking that up there. So there's my plane. It detects the simulator. We'll click on KRNO, and we'll go to the taxi diagram. And then there's georeferencing again. I'm here at the terminal. We'll probably take off from 16 right, and Reno clearance is on 124.9. Ground is on 121.9 and tower 18.7. So we will now see if our radios work. I'm going to try to use the SciTech panels. Sure enough, it works. So 124.9er. Make that the primary, so that pops up right there. You have a venison roast in the slow cooker at home, only 4 more hours until I can enjoy it. Wow. Did you get your tiles fixed from the other day? Yes, I did. You mean for San Francisco? Yes, I did. In fact, Mr. X released a patch for so the Mr. X San Francisco airport is compatible with ORBX TrueEarth Northern California. I was super happy about that. You added an XPLM find command function. Ooh, that actually will be quite handy in some instances. All right, 124.9. I'll go ahead and I'll put ground point niner in the standby. And then we're going to go over to the home page on Pilotedge. We're going to file IFR Delta 572 B748 slant Lima. Oh, I have to toggle that box. I do not toggle this box very often on Pilotedge. A little nervous. Playing hooky from work so I can fly. What are you flying, Tiber? KRNO KSFO 26,000 feet. Alternate will be Oakland. And then I'm going to grab the route from Navigraph. See if we'll get that. Got to get rid of the DCT whenever you're filing on Pilotedge. You're flying the 350, very nice. I need to fly that again soon. All right, we're filed. And then one thing I like to do is go to the map.pilotedge.com, or sorry, map.pilotedge.net/map. Make sure that everything looks good. It doesn't show me on a radio frequency yet, so I'm gonna have to figure out that issue, but that's okay. I wonder if that is related to whether or not our I don't know why it's not showing the radio quite yet. Should be able to get it on the external power. There might be a trick for this. I just clicked on VHF1. Let's see if that changes us. That's the handy thing about the Pilotedge map, is it will show the frequency that you're on. Let's go up here, Pilotedge. Yeah, we're connected. Maybe it needs extra juice for the bus. No, I think that did it. All right. I think we're good. I think that just it took a little bit of time for it to register on the map. Flew a couple of flights for Snack Air in the Navajo earlier. That's another plane I need to fly soon. All right, so we are Delta 572 Heavy. Does Delta even fly? They don't fly 747s anymore, do they? I need to remember I need to use Heavy with clearance, ground, tower, but an approach, departure, but I don't need to use it with center. Although some pilots do. Let's see if they can hear us. Reno clearance, Delta 572 Heavy, IFR San Francisco.
Delta 572 Heavy, Reno clearance. Good morning. Clear to San Francisco Airport. Zephyr 6 departure, Merlet transition then is filed. Climb via the SID, squawk 1423.
Clear to San Francisco, Zephyr 6 departure, Merlet transition then is filed. Climb via the SID, squawk 142 Delta 572 Heavy, good morning.
Delta 572 Heavy, read back correct.
All right, so we'll...
Delta 572 Heavy, actually disregard information. Juliet current, north ops. We're going to change your departure procedure. I'll be back with you in just a minute.
Roger. So I'm not going to put in the departure procedure. It's north ops, so we're going to go off the 3-4s, but I can put in my squawk code 1.
Delta 572, clear to San Francisco Airport, P-Vine, 3 departure, CRUDS, transition, direct legs, then as filed. The rest of clearance unchanged.
All right, clear to San Francisco, P-Vine 3, CRUDS transition, direct legs. Then as filed, Delta 572 Heavy.
Delta 572 Heavy, thanks, read back correct.
All right, so let's go down here and put in 142 tree. And let's go back over to the Navigraph and let's change our departure. So we click on the Zephyr 6, we do a change, and we choose the P-Vine 3 with the CRUDS transition. And then we're going to get rid of the Merlet, and we're going to go to legs, Bodega 3. And if I click on the P-Vine 3, it is Marcus, yeah. And I look at the chart here. So NorCal departure, I'm going to make a note of that, is on 126.3 on the P-Vine. Top altitude looks like 190. It wants us to climb heading 344 to 4,920, then direct P-Vine. Pretty straightforward. Right up there, direct, then make a left turn out to CRUDS. It says maintain 190 or assigned altitude. Expect filed altitude 5 minutes after departure. All right, so I'm glad we didn't put anything into the box at present. Let's go down here and we're going to put in our cruise 260. Cost index today is 40.
Phoenix Good, Southwest 250, we just want to confirm, have you received our flight plan?
Flaps 10.
Confirm call sign Southwest 250. I have a Southwest 850 flight plan.
And then we're going to do V1, VR, V2.
Sorry, yeah, Southwest 850.
111, 126, 148. Okay.
Southwest 850
Departure,
with Phoenix
Reno.
to Los Angeles Airport, Keens 2 departure, messy transition then as filed. Climb via the SID, accept maintain 8,000. Departure frequency 119.2, squawk 3071.
Departing 34 left. P-Vine.
Clear to Los Angeles, Keens 2 messy, climb via SID, top 8,000, departure 19.2, and we missed the squawk for Southwest 850.
CRUDS.
Southwest 50, squawk 3071.
Execute. Take off.
3071, 3071 for Southwest 850.
Southwest 850, read back correct?
Alright, cruds, and then we're gonna do the arrival is be the Bodega 3 legs. And then we'll look here. So P-Vine, cruds. We'll take legs up. And I think I need to change that bricks. Let me just compare the chart. I want to be very methodical on this flight because this is, I don't normally take a 747 heavy onto Pilotedge, so I need to double crisscross verify all of these altitudes.
Southwest 859, contact Phoenix approach 128.65.
So we got Lozit, Bodega, let's say Lozit.
128.65 for Southwest 850.
I got 2 aircraft reading that back. That last call was for Southwest 859.
So it's at or below 16,000 and 280 knots at Lozit, so that's correct. Then Bodega, 280 knots below 13,000.
Southwest 859, Phoenix approach, altimeter 2966. Advise when you have the ATIS, please. Expect visual approach, runway 7 right.
And then Cork, 250 at 11,000. And see, here's the problem. Look at this, gentlemen, ladies. See how it says Cork at 250, 11,000? Well, that's in the FMC just perfectly. So many extra virtual lives at stake on this flight. I know, JSNAP 1982. You're right. Look at this, though. This is a dramatic moment in the flight sim community. Bricks, hard deck, 11,000. And look what's in here. Hard deck is not set to 11,000. So is that an AIRAC problem? Or is that a UFMC issue? I don't know. But what I need to do is I need to go into the Zebo or a Flight Factor or some other jet and pull up the Bodega 3 arrival and see if it puts bricks at 9 or 1,000. But that right there would be a big issue. Big issue. I'd be in Trubsky. So I'm going to try to do this. I don't like to do this, but 250, 11,000. I mean, obviously my MCP.
Southwest 859, roger.
My MCP, I could, restrict it down to 11,000, but there we go. Execute that. So now this is why you double check your charts. It is. It's why. Okay. Or double check your FM sleigh. All right, let's do a few more things here. Oh, the other thing I need to do is see if my MCP panel is going to work. So I'm going to click on the GoFlight interface tool for X-Plane. That'll take just a minute to boot up. JSNAP 1982, did you fill out the Navigraph survey yet, my friend? And how is the baby? Are you getting rest and sleep and stuff? Oh, snack. Some controls failed to load. Please check log. I'll give this just a moment here. All right, please work. MCP. Here we go. Altitude. Yes. So I'm going to bug that up. It's working. I'm using the GoFlight MCP panel. Rotating the knob up to 190. And then heading will be... Heading knob's not working though. That's annoying. You have it open to fill out? Yeah. Some good content in there. Yeah, the speed button's not working also. Baby Henry is 6.5 months, doing good, has been sleeping through the night since 7 weeks. So, oh, that is good news.
Southwest Southwest 859, contact approach 120.4.
Ooh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come over here. MCP device 0 enabled. Speed heading still not working. I'm going to try a restart here. Just one restart. Marathon,
Southwest
yeah.
859, Phoenix
A lot of
approach, Roger,
content.
altimeter 2966, airport 12 o'clock, 23 miles, report when you have in sight.
I would rather it be too long than too short, though, for sure. Good questions. Yes, indeed, for sure. Thanks for filling that out, Bam. Some controls failed to load. Check the log. I don't have time to check the logs and evaluate them. I might try to do the import wizard here. And if that doesn't work, then we'll try the SciTick panel. So I'll choose MCP profiles 747 MCP Pro, and we'll hit import. Going to be putting Q4XP and shared flight in as products most excited about. I mean, obviously we know the number one excitement topic is going to be MFS, but I did come very close to putting in the hot start Challenger 650, but closely followed behind that is the Q4 XP for sure. Shared flight would be fantastic because there are so many people that I would like to do shared with, because life is better shared. Okay, there it's restarting. At a minimum, I just want heading. I really want to be able to reach down quickly onto that panel and just go to the heading that's assigned, because it's very handy when ATC gives you a vector. It's thinking about it. All right, it says complete. Let's see what happens here. Yay, look at that. My patience has paid off. We now have heading control. And we have speed control. And we have altitude control. I'm super happy about that. Let's bug up there one. Okay. All right, continuing on. You guys are so patient. I love it. All right, let's turn on some pumps. And let's also turn on the APU.
Southwest 859, safe flight conditions.
Come on, APU, kick in. There we go. APU kicking in. The threesomes will be fun.
Balti clear to ILS, runway 7 right approach.
For sure. All right, APU in line. APU Gen on. APU Gen 2 on. And I assume at this point I can turn off the external power. Oh, it did it automatically. Oh, cool. All right, then I can disconnect the GPU. And everything else looks good there. Yaw dampers are on. Packs look good. We'll take the packs off, but we'll wait till engine start. Let's see if the... Yep, flight director switch working. Flight director switch working. We won't arm auto throttle yet. LNAV and VNAV do engage. For some reason, my computer doesn't want to load the black panel mod.
Southwest 859, contact tower 120.9er.
I hope you made a copy of your original V2 and then put this over. That's what I'm hoping. All right, let's switch over to ground. So again, back on the Navigraph charts.
Sky Harbor Tower, Southwest 859, ILS, runway 7 right.
Southwest 859.
We're just going to push
Phoenix
back into the
Tower,
alley.
runway 7 right, cleared to land.
Ground
Wind
121.9
160
and
at
tower
14, gust
817.
19er.
Runway 7 right, clear to land, Southwest 859.
So 121.9 is now the primary. Tower will be 18.7. Now, how's better pushback going to handle this situation? We'll find out.
Ground to cockpit. Please show me where you want to go.
It's a tight alley with the 7.4. We better be careful. Really tight. Probably you put at Reno, you wouldn't put a 7.4 there.
Ground to cockpit. Tow is driving up.
So your immersion is a bit compromised right there. And T-Bird, are you using V1 or V2? Because there is a different download for V1 versus V2, and if you accidentally grab the V1, it won't work, if that makes sense. Tow is driving up. It's a beautiful livery.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
You got APU exhaust back there. Yeah, for all of my heavy flying, I'm either going to do this or the Flight Factor 7.6. These are the two go-tos. That is really the queen of the skies. I love the look of the 747s. Yeah, kind of wish that they would have
connected and bypass
stayed around longer on the commercial side. N87UP with the subscribe.
Yes, finally able to catch a JF stream. Been a while. Hope all is well.
N87UP, thank you for the subscribe, and I'm glad that you're able to catch it as well.
850 at Charlie 18 with Delta, looking to push on to Delta.
Oh, you're referring to the 350 black panel. Ah, okay,
Thank
sorry.
you for Delta, push to Delta, approved for runway 7 left.
Okay, I'm releasing the parking brake.
7 left for Southwest 850.
We're gonna delay engine start. We got flight in service with the subscribe. Flight in service with the subscribe. Tell us where you're from.
Foxtrot 9er, hold short, runway 7 left.
What planet, province, territory, island,
Foxtrot 9er,
galaxy,
hold shorter, runway 7 left.
county. Don't give your exact address, though.
That's confirmed, that's for Southwest 859.
I wonder if this pushback driver is going to do this.
Hold shorter, runway 7 left, Foxtrot 9er.
I should probably do a pushback view and see what happens. Oh, that is a gorgeous view.
Southwest 859, cross runway 7 left at Foxtrot 9er, contact ground 132.55.
Cross runway 7 left at Foxtrot 9er, contact ground on 132.55 Southwest 859.
Uh-oh. It's getting close. Oh, it's getting too close for comfort. Oh.
Operation complete. Set parking brake.
Setting parking brake. Good morning, Vietnam. Maverick 323. Pennsylvania flight and service. Very nice. I have
Sky Harbor Ground, Southwest 859.
some
Taxi to
friends
Southwest 859 with Phoenix, ground right turn Echo. Where do you
from
park?
near Harrisburg and
Parking at the
Philadelphia.
Seagate, Southwest 859.
And are you a Steelers fan by chance, or are you an Eagles fan? I have a question if that's the case. Captain Tony Stark, green screen. I know. Good
Southwest
morning.
859 Echo to Delta 11 Delta to the ramp.
Pro
Phoenix Ground,
mode
Southwest
tug
859,
driver.
Echo
Exactly.
to Delta 11 to the ramp.
Barely
Southwest
squeezed in
859.
between the terminals. Yeah. In fact, I probably shouldn't do engine start here. I should probably tug out, but that's okay. We're going to come over here to our packs.
So is disconnected and bypass pin.
I don't know
has
if you
been
need to
removed.
turn
Hand
off
signal will be
all
on
of
the
them or
left.
not.
We'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
APU bleed is on. Well, let's go. Start 3 and 4. I don't have my engine display screen on here. I'm going to have to hit engine. There we go. There we go. You're from, Sparker's from Erie, so there you go. Captain's from Philly. I know, I was referring to you. And Steve PHL. And Plain Ben. Yep, for
South
sure.
869 looks like you hung a left on Delta 10. Instructions were Delta 11. Turn right on Delta into the ramp on your
Oh,
left.
New York Giants? There you go. Okay. I play fantasy
Southwest
football.
859. I'm sorry, I thought the sign said Delta 11.
If I have a predicament in one of my leagues, do I start Pittsburgh's defense against Cincinnati, or do I start San Francisco's defense against Green Bay? I'm really torn. All right, start number 1 and 2.
Phoenix Ground, Southwest 859. It did say Delta 11. Just for your info for next time, I'll taxiing right by Delta 12 right now.
Delta 8, correction, Southwest 859, Roger. You just want to make sure then that maybe if you're flying to Phoenix again, try to find updated scenery. We'll always use what's current. It's possible that they have been renamed, but if you grab an airport diagram, you'll see that they may be off.
Southwest 859, I apologize. I have ForeFlight on my iPad right in front of me, and it's correct, but the scenery is incorrect. Thank you very much for your help, though, Southwest 859.
You bet. We'll see you next time.
Okay, engine stabilizing. I want to make sure that my memos go off here. Fuel override 3 off. I can probably turn those on. I don't know if I need to turn those on. Maybe I do. Yeah, that'll go off. All right, let's set flaps 10. And I'm on ground.
Phoenix Ground, Southwest 850. We're ready to taxi with Delta.
Southwest 850, runway 7, left,
I'm gonna
taxi via Delta.
I'm going to test spool up here. Fuel override 3 off. Oh, that's 3. How come it says fuel?
Southwest 850, runway 7, left, taxi via Delta.
It says fuel override
7
3
left
off, but
via
I have it
Delta.
on. That's the main. Should all of those be on? guess all those should be on. It's a mod. Rick 23 SSL, Delta Yankee. Yeah, it's a mod. It's called the gray color mod, so it darkens up the cockpit, so it's not as that normal brown. So Sparker's learning to fly at Erie, such a great view. Nice. I'm sure this has been discussed at length in absence, but do you imagine X-Plane will become a 1%er after release? No, I don't. I think it'll be like a hybrid situation, for sure. I don't know the percentages yet. I think initially we're gonna, here's the question: is how long before we have like a PMDG release on MFS? That is the question, right? How long will that take? Yeah. Yeah, but I'm excited to try it. Absolutely. All right, APU can come off, I believe. And APU bleed can come off. Let's turn the taxi light on. I think we're ready to taxi. I'm going to get the ATIS. ATIS is information kilo. I got to test the taxi first, though. So I'm going to release parking brake and spool up. See if we get some movement. Oh, PAC's got to come back on, too. PACs. Okay, so I'm not sure if that's accurate, because that's 30% on the N1, and we don't have any movement yet. There's 40. Yeah, that's, and there's 53. There's 56. And we're not moving yet. Are my hydros not on? What's going on? Oh, there we go. So it takes up to 60% to get it moving. I don't know if that's accurate, but we'll pull up here to, there we go. All right, before I call ground, though, I'm going to hit the lav. You guys are so patient. Be right back. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Okay. Yeah. Have they updated the 747 yet? Delta Yankee 2. Are you, this is the V2, and I think there was one update after the release. And Four Leaf Glover says PMDG is already working on a plan for 2020. They have a deal on their website where if you buy the PMDG, you get a discount. Yes, that's the reason that I purchased the PMDG 737 NGXU, was because, and that's why I reinstalled P3D actually, is because of that credit towards, they give you a $99 credit toward the NGX3 for MFS. So that's the only reason I installed P3D. So I might fly that later today because I've got a real world 737 captain who is going to give me some training, hopefully. But I'm a little bit behind schedule. All right, let's call ground here. Reno ground, Delta 572 heavy terminal, taxi with Kilo.
Delta 572 heavy Reno ground, information Kilo is current, runway 34, left taxi via Alpha, cross runway 25 on Alpha.
34 left, Alpha, cross 25 on Alpha, Delta 572 heavy. All right, so we're going to turn. There's Alpha is right there. It's a little bit tight. Go really slow in a big plane like this because I don't want to hit those lights. Not too many 7.4s, if any, out of Reno. I don't know. Maybe there are cargo or something. I don't know. Any updates on how Marcus MMC is doing? Nice to hear him. Yeah, I haven't talked to Marcus in a little while. He sounds cheerful. I see a few updates from he and his family, which is nice. As far as I can tell, he's good. Wish we could talk to him. We should get him live on the stream sometime, just to chit-chat. Would you recommend P3D or recommend staying with X-Plane and FSX at this point? I really want to get P3D because of the add-on compatibility, but with 2020 on the horizon, I'm pretty hesitant. Well, the thing about P3D is I'm loving that PMDG NGXU. I really am. It's reinvigorated my P3D chapter of my life. I've done P3D in the past, but it's fantastic. The issue though is it depends what you're into. Or if you're into systems and the flight simulation from that standpoint, and you're not so concerned with weather or scenery, then it may be worth taking the plunge. But to get the scenery working, to get the airports really looking good, you have to do a lot of purchases. And unfortunately, I don't know if any of the airport developers have offered any sort of credit toward MFS. And if they're planning to go to MFS, I hope they are. I don't know how that's going to work, but and also the default textures in the sim are a little bit lacking. So I wanted to install ORBX Global. Now I'm sponsored by ORBX. Thank you, ORBX, and I'm able to install and have their products for the channel. But it is pricey, but it makes the sim
and
look
Phoenix
so
ground,
good.
Southwest 850. We're on Delta 1 short of Echo.
ORBX Global and land class.
850, roger.
I flew out of the ORBX airports, Bozeman and Glacier
ground,
Park.
do you want us over the tower, and do you want us holding short on Echo 3, or do you want us just holding here short of the ILS?
Southwest 850, if your instruction is full length, you won't get those entryway taxiways to go to the full length runway. It's just assumed at that point. Short of the runway, you switch over to tower. We won't tell you to change.
All right, sorry. We'll go over to tower. Thanks.
The other thing that you can consider is that if you want to, you can actually, instead of purchasing the full $200 product, you can actually go with a developer license. We got permission to cross 25 at Alpha.
850, short 7 left.
You can
850 Phoenix Tower, wind 160.14, gust 19, runway 7 left, cleared for takeoff.
You can do the professional version,
Left, Southwest 850.
developer license for $10 a month. So that's also something to consider. Yeah, you get credit. If you buy the NGXU right now, the brand new one that just came out a week or 2 ago, 2 weeks ago maybe, then yeah, you get the credit toward the MFS NGX3. Yeah. Do my eyes see a Tuesday lunch stream? Room 132 is happy. Hello, room 132. Hello, kids. We were flying a gigantic aircraft, a Boeing 747, out of Reno, Nevada. And class, what is the capital of Nevada? Yeah, Wednesday. Exactly, Wednesday. It is Wednesday. I'm slow rolling. Ground speed 19, a little bit fast. But haven't hit anything, so that's good. Tarb 56, good day, sir. Aspiring 747 captain, currently working on CFI, CFII. How realistic is the operation of the 747 in this game? I think, well, obviously I'm not a real-world 747 pilot, so I can't really compare. But I certainly believe that simulators give you a massive head start.
850, contact departure.
There may be
Departure south of 850.
there may be some bad habits that that we simmers do that, you know, but if you want to learn just basic, you know, what button is where,
Southwest 850, Phoenix departure, radar
these
contact.
sims are great. Now you have two 747 choices at this date. You have the SSG 747 V2 that and then you have the PMDG 747 400 and 800, and this is an 800. And both of them are fantastic. I would probably guess that the PMDG product is more thorough with regard to systems. It's a little bit pricier, and but yeah, I think if that's what you want to do one day, I would think that
Over 516 Delta Mike, NorCal.
your career
Oakland Center on request standby. Changed my frequency 122.2.
will involve cargo rather than passengers in the future. So, but Sim Prime Tim, welcome to the John Fly
Southwest
stream.
850, climb and maintain flight level 210. Over 516 Delta Mike, Oakland Center, are you planning on flying a departure procedure?
I'm going to stop right here, a little bit short. All right, we got flaps down. Let's turn on the lights. Taxi light off, beacons on both, strobes are on. Let's arm the auto throttle. Basically, we're cleared to climb via the SID. I might bump that power up, or that speed up just a little bit.
Number 6 Delta Mike, I guess just out of clarification, are you planning on flying a runway departure procedure or the published
18.7
Ritchie 6?
for tower, and then I'm going to put NorCal
Okay,
departure is 126.3. Or is it 19.2? Let's double check this. If I look at the P-Vine 3 plate, yeah, NorCal departure 126.3. And again, we're going to be flying up to 4,920 feet, direct P-Vine, and then left turn to CRUDs at or above 10,000. Okay. So I'm going to put 126.3 in the standby. Okay, 126.3 is in standby. I think we're ready to go. How long is this flight? It's not very long. It's only 200 and some odd miles. So it should give an ETA up on the Project Fly banner up above once we get airborne, and I think it'll give an ETA once we are airborne. So, all right, let's go. Let's do this.